Let's now discuss the power of a quotient rule. To raise a fraction to an exponent, distribute the exponent to the term or terms in the numerator and the denominator. So if we add x to a power of m divided by y to a power of n, and we raise this entire fraction to a power of p, the power of a quotient rule is telling us to multiply this number times this exponent and this exponent. So in the numerator, we get x to the m times p. And in the denominator, we get y to a power of n times p. So this is the power of a quotient rule. Let's take a look with a few numbers installed. So x to a power of 8 squared would be x to a power of 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Y to the 4th is in the denominator. We multiply this exponent of 4 times 2, just like we did in the numerator. So that gives us y to a power of 4 times 2, which is equal to y to a power of 8. So this is how you would utilize the power of a quotient rule. Distribute this exponent to all of the exponents inside the parentheses, both in the numerator and the denominator. Let's say we had an example with coefficients. Step 1, distribute the exponent on the outside 2 to the coefficients in the numerator and the denominator. So in this example, we have 5x cubed divided by 4y, and we square the entire thing. So step 1, distribute this exponent to the 5 in the numerator and the 4 in the denominator. 5 squared is 25. 4 squared is 16. Then step 2, distribute the exponent 2 to each variable by multiplying the exponents. So x to a power of 3 to a power of 2 is equal to x to a power of 3 times 2, which is x to the 6th. And we distribute the 2 to the y in the denominator as well. Since it's just y, that means the exponent is 1. So y to a power of 1 times 2 is y squared. So our final answer would be 25x to a power of 6 over 16y squared. Distribute the exponent on the outside to both coefficients and to all of the variables by multiplying this exponent times each of the exponents inside. Let's have you do a few practice questions. Evaluate question number 1, x squared divided by y cubed to a power of 5. Question number 2, 2x over y to the 4th to a power of 3. And question number 3, 6x cubed y to the 4th divided by 5x to the 4th y cubed raised to a power of 2. Pause the video, answer these questions, and then press play when you are ready to begin. Question number 1, step 1, distribute the exponent 5 to each variable by multiplying the exponents. So we have x squared in the numerator. So we multiply the exponents 2 and 5. And in the denominator, we have y cubed. So we multiply this exponent 3 times the exponent 5 as well. This would give us x to the 10th over y to the 15th. Question number 2. Step 1, distribute the exponent 3 to the coefficient in the numerator 2. 2 to a power of 3 is equal to 8. Now we want to distribute this exponent, step 2, to each variable by multiplying the exponents. So this exponent 3 gets distributed to x to a power of 1, which gives us x to a power of 1 times 3, which is x cubed. y to a power of 4 raised to a power of 3 gives us y to a power of 4 times 3, which is y to a power of 12 in the denominator, giving us a final answer of 8x cubed divided by y to the 12th for question number 2. Then question number 3, step 1, distribute the exponent 2 to the coefficients in the numerator and the denominator, 6 and 5. So 6 squared would give us 36, and 5 squared would give us 25. Step 2, distribute the exponent 2 to each variable by multiplying the exponents. So we distribute the 2 to our x's. X to a power of 3 to a power of 2 gives us x to a power of 6 in the numerator. And in the denominator, x to a power of 4 to a power of 2 is equal to x to a power of 4 times 2, which is 8. X to the 6th, x to the 8th. Then we distribute this exponent of 2 to the y terms. In the numerator, we have y to a power of 4 to a power of 2, which is equal to y to a power of 4 times 2. So we get y to a power of 8 in the numerator. And in the denominator, y to a power of 3 to 2 gives us y to a power of 3 times 2, which is y to the 6th. So after step 2, we wind up with 36 x to a power of 6, y to a power of 8, divided by 25 x to the 8th, y to the 6th. And now we use the quotient rule to simplify our x and y terms. So step 3, divide the like terms by subtracting the exponents. We cannot simplify 36 divided by 25 any further, so we just leave that as our coefficient. We divide our x terms. X to a power of 6 divided by x to a power of 8 is equal to x to a power of 6 minus 8, which is negative 2. And then our y terms, y to a power of 8 divided by y to a power of 6 is equal to y to a power of 8 minus 6, which is positive 2. So now, step 4, move each term with a negative exponent to the opposite side of the fraction line. And step 5, make the exponent positive. So in this case, the only term that has a negative exponent is x. So we move x to a negative 2 to the denominator, and we make it positive, so we get x squared. So that leaves us with the final answer of 36y squared divided by 25x squared.